How great were the 90s? All that and a bag of chips. And what a time to be a teenager. I like to call it the sneak preview decade. It introduced us to today's technology that none of us give a second thought about, but couldn't live without. My days were filled with slap bracelets, Hello Kitty, Skip It, Fruit by the Foot, Doc Martens, and baseball jerseys. Hanging out at the Sam Goody Music Store in the brand new Marketplace Mall here in Tustin, listening to Destiny's Child, Boyz II Men, TLC, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all the greats. What a time. I remember it all. But one of my favorite memories from the 90s was a lemonade stand my dad made for me. Now this wasn't a, hey, go grab your plastic folding table with a couple of chairs kind of stand. This was an honest to goodness classic lemonade stand. And when the weather was just right, I loved making a couple of pitchers of lemonade and setting up in our front yard. Not to brag or anything, but I made the best lemonade. It was so good, let's just say people called it Letitia's Lemonade. The secret? Fresh ingredients, my mad skills of course, and a little sprig of mint. Really, it's the mint. Makes it look just so fancy and nice. Of course, it was a good way to make a couple extra bucks for a soon-to-be candy purchase or save it for that next slap bracelet. But as years went on, I realized what I also liked about the lemonade stand. It wasn't just the money. I enjoyed my friends and the neighbors that would come out to say hi and just hang out to chat with my parents and other neighbors. Now, when I say neighbors, I don't mean just the houses on either side of us. Back then, the word neighbor was synonymous with community, like fellow church members who we called brothers and sisters. A neighbor could live blocks away, but when you ran into them at the store or chili cook-off, you stopped and you caught up. How are the kids? Did you hear about the new park that just opened up last week? So-and-so's son was just hired by the police department. And what's that new construction in town? It was how we kept up with our friends, met new people, and learned what was going on in the community. My lemonade stand was kind of like the first Facebook. Here we are in 2021, and I'll admit, life seems to move a bit faster now. Those moments of hanging out with friends and neighbors in front of a lemonade stand are a little harder to schedule, but that's one of the reasons I've always loved Tustin. The city, no matter how much it grew, always kept that small town, say hi to everyone at the lemonade stand kind of feel. I mean, you've walked around Old Town or one of our parks. You've been to the chili cook-off or Tiller Days, right? You know what I mean. But in 2020, the pandemic really changed that for the world, didn't it? As we now slowly and safely emerge on the other side with everything opening back up, as we get back to work, school, and play, I crave those past interactions. I miss run-ins and casual time spent with all of my neighbors, catching up and shooting the breeze. I want to let everyone know what's been going on this past year, but how? But how? I'm bringing back the lemonade stand.
What?
The lemonade stand, the one my dad built for me, and I serve Letitia's lemonade. There's so much going on. I just want to share that with everybody and put it back up in the front yard. It'll be amazing.
Loving what? Catch up with what? With who? This week? What?
Well, the city's had to continue during the pandemic, and I want to update everyone with what's been going on and hear from everyone with what they've been doing and meet new people, and they'll all come together with the lemonade stand. It'll be so great. Oh, and you know who's going to love this? The entire city council. I'll call them right now.
Wow.
Becky, I have this great idea. It'll be amazing. You're going to love it. Look at my old stand, holding up, looking good. And I think it still has the magic to bring people together. And the district at Tustin Legacy is the perfect place. I can't think of a part of town that encapsulates the direction and heart of Tustin better. While the area moves and grows forward with beautiful new housing, schools, entertainment, and offices, the respect and honor of its rich past is reflected everywhere you look. All right, let's set out some delicious lemonade and see who we meet. Letitia's Lemonade, back in action.
Hey, Mayor Clark, what's going on here? Is this part of your Lemonade Day program? The one that you brought to the Tustin schools a few years ago? My daughter Jackie participated in that, and it was a lot of fun.
No, but that's a great program and partnership the city has with the Tustin Unified School District. I'm hoping it'll return next year. It's an important program that teaches our youth business skills and responsibility, financial literacy, goal setting, and teamwork. But today I brought out the lemonade stand to give away some delicious lemonade and chat with some Tustinites. I want to see how things are going with everyone and keep everyone updated on what's going on with the city. Would you like a glass?
Absolutely.
that was a lot of lemonade. And it was great seeing some old friends and meeting some new ones and hearing about all they've been doing. This past year, city staff, the council, and I have been working diligently to support our residents and businesses here in Tustin. On March 27, 2020, the U.S. Congress signed into law the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, or CARES Act. In response to the growing effects of this historic public health crisis, the City of Tustin implemented a variety of grant programs and incentives called Tustin Cares to assist the residents, businesses, and nonprofits within the city. In partnership with Family Solutions Collaborative, an allocation of $250,000 in community development block grant funds was authorized to be used to assist families that have been affected by COVID-19 and have struggled financially to meet their rent and utility bills. The program benefits Tustin families who are at risk of homelessness and will help them to maintain stable housing. To date, 186 Tustin residents, including adults and children, have received assistance by this program. In partnership with Families Together of Orange County, an allocation of $100,000 in community development block grant funds has been fully expensed to assist singles, couples, and homeless adults that have been affected by COVID-19 and have struggled financially to meet their rent and utility bills. To date, 46 Tustin residents have been assisted by this program. In response to COVID-19, the City of Tustin is delivering an innovative solution to assist local business owners to navigate their reopening by introducing the Temporary Use Permit, or TUP, for outdoor restaurant seating, retail establishments, and assembly uses. Businesses have the opportunity to apply for a no-fee permit to provide outdoor dining and assembly areas for their customers while adhering to state and local public health regulations. Restaurants may temporarily convert portions of adjacent parking areas, walkways, patios, sidewalks, and public right-of-way into customer dining areas. Thus far, approximately 90 businesses have been granted permits to expand their outdoor areas. This program continues to remain in place until December 31st, 2021. City staff is currently exploring options for potentially allowing businesses to continue to use their expanded outdoor areas. As continuation of the Tustin Cares program launched last year, $3 million from ARPA funds are being utilized to fund the Tustin Cares 2021 program for COVID response, relief, and reinvestment into our community with 2 new grant programs, the Tustin Small Business Recovery Grant Program and the Nonprofit Recovery Grant Program. In a continuing partnership with the Orange County Inland Empire Small Business Development Center, the city's Small Business Recovery Grant Program was designed to provide direct grants to small businesses needing financial assistance in overcoming the temporary loss of revenue due to the COVID-19 pandemic. To date, the city has issued 255 grants ranging from $5,000 to $10,000, each totaling over $2.2 million. The city has once again proudly partnered with the Tustin Community Foundation to develop the Nonprofit Recovery Grant Program to provide funding to eligible nonprofits that experience the loss of revenue due to COVID-19. The city has allocated up to $1 million of ARPA funds for this program. To date, 40 nonprofits have been determined to have experienced a loss of revenue due to COVID-19 and therefore are eligible to receive up to $15,000 in grant funding. In total, the city expects to dispense approximately $510,000 and expects to award and dispense funds early in December. In 2021, the city also partnered with the Small Business Development Center and Tustin Chamber of Commerce to offer a combined 19 free workshops and a free small business clinic for our business community. Topics covered included operations, marketing, and finance. All participants at the Small Business Clinic were aligned with a primary Small Business Development Center consultant for follow-up assistance and received no-cost continued support to help them grow and expand their business. Tustin is proud of the companies that make up our diverse business community. Our annual business recognition program, started in 2014, helps us publicly acknowledge and recognize our businesses that have contributed in a unique way to the economic well-being and vitality of the city of Tustin. Each business chosen this year has gone above and beyond during the pandemic, gave back to the community, or are just outstanding in what they do. Congratulations to this year's winners and best wishes for continued and future success.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Ryan Gallagher, and I wanted to bring the lemonade stand down to Old Town. Did you know Tustin's turning 95 next year? And this area, fondly known as Old Town, is where the early businesses and structures in Tustin were built. One of my family's favorite things to do here in Old Town is taking a relaxing stroll, grabbing a bite to eat at one of our great restaurants, and do a little shopping. It's such a beautiful area, and you can see and feel the rich history. My lemonade is ready to go. Now let's meet some Tustin neighbors. Keeping a city beautiful and running smoothly definitely takes a team effort. From the planning stages to implementation to maintenance, our city continues to work hard in keeping Tustin beautiful with projects such as these. The roadway rehabilitation and sidewalk repair project in Zone 2 of the city's pavement management program was completed fall 2021. Zone 2 is generally bounded by Irvine Boulevard to the north, Newport Avenue to the east, OCTA Railroad to the south, and the Costa Mesa Freeway to the west. The work included street rehabilitation and annual sidewalk repair work, which focused on removal and replacement of damaged sidewalk at numerous locations. Formed in September of 2018, the Public Art Committee advises the City Council on matters pertaining to public art. The committee seeks grant funding and donors for each project and builds partnerships and collaborations with nonprofit organizations. Recent projects approved by the committee include the Pepper Tree Park mural and the Creative Signals Cabinet Wrap program. The design by Tustin High School graduate and local art teacher, Christian Ibrahim, was selected by the Tustin Public Art Committee through an RFP process. The image is 3 continuous line figures with radiating colored gradients representing the energy and activities of the park, the music, the sounds, the youthful spirit, and the performances. The artist collaborated with Tustin High School's National Art Honor Society, allowing students to get hands-on experience creating public art. Funded through the city's Public Art Fund, the mural was completed in April 2021. This year, the Tustin Public Art Committee initiated the Creative Signals program to provide members of the Tustin community with an opportunity to contribute to the beautification of the city. This program was designed as a donation program to bring gifted public art to Tustin through the wrapping of traffic signal cabinets all around town. The first Creative Signals cabinet wrap was completed in June 2021 on the corner of Red Hill and Service Road adjacent to the Tustin's new corporate yard. The Tustin Area Council for Fine Arts is currently in the process of completing 2 Creative Signal wraps using designs submitted by Tustin High School students. The locations will be El Camino Real and 6th Street in Old Town Tustin and B Street and 1st Street in Pepper Tree Park. The Pepper Tree Park Improvement Program began in August 2020 by our Field Services Division as part of the city's commitment to improving Tustin's parks. The scope of work included upgrades to almost every aspect of the park, including an all-new water-efficient irrigation system, new turf, various ADA access improvements, new playground and ADA-compliant safety surfacing, community garden area for the senior center, bathroom upgrades, turf block, ball field improvements, new picnic tables, benches, and trash recycle receptacles, repainting of the stage, picnic shelter, park monument sign and light poles, and shrub paintings and the addition of a few new trees. Staff worked diligently to get the park back online and Pepper Tree Park opened ahead of schedule on April 6th. The 30-foot widening of this channel from the railroad tracks north of Edinger Avenue to the southern city limits near Warner Avenue has been completed. The project includes an extension of the Peters Canyon Bikeway and an extension of the Regional Riding and Biking Trail. The bikeway and the riding and hiking trail are now open.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Becky Gomez. You know, our Tustin Senior Center is such an important hub for our community. As one of the area's premier senior centers, it not only serves thousands of Tustin residents, but seniors in our neighboring cities as well. Classes, support groups, food programs, events, and clubs are just a few examples of what the Senior Center and its staff provide to our community. During the pandemic, staff worked tirelessly to figure out how to keep as many of our programs and services up and running and available to our seniors. Today, I wanted to bring the lemonade stand to the Tustin Area Senior Center to thank our staff and meet some of our patrons. In addition to the staff here, staff in all of our departments worked hard to continue with programming, services, and annual events for Tustinites, all while keeping everyone safe. Here's to all of you. Our commitment to Tustin's mature population is evident in the outstanding programs and services offered at the Tustin Area Senior Center, where it's all about recreation, resources, education, and friendships. The Senior Center provides a continuum of services and food distribution for adults at all stages of life. Meals on Wheels delivers grab-and-go frozen meals every Thursday with an average of 688 participants per month. Additional food distribution of commodities, Costco baked goods, and donations from Target and Trader Joe's are distributed every Friday with an average of 643 participants per month. Much like the Tustin Area Senior Center, the Tustin Family and Youth Center also offers multiple commodities programs where grocery store goods such as vegetables, fruits, dairy, meat products, Costco baked goods, and donations from Target, Trader Joe's, Ralph's, and Costco are distributed every Monday and Wednesday. Average participation for this program is $699 a month. Additional commodities and food programs are offered throughout the month, and our Parks and Recreation staff also delivers to the Chatham Apartments and the Heritage Senior Apartments. On February 20th and April 17th, the city partnered with the Orange County Heritage Council and the Tustin Community Foundation to host a drive-through food box giveaway at Columbus Tustin Park. Overall, a total of 5,230-pound boxes of fresh fruit and vegetables, dairy products, and protein items were distributed. As part of the American Rescue Plan Act spending plan, the city has coordinated numerous programs to assist our families needing assistance during this time. Such programs include a weekend snack pack program for 125 children in cooperation with Operation Warm Wishes, market vouchers serving up to 325 families, restaurant gift cards with Honey Baked Ham Tustin for 400 participants, a pantry program with Families Together Tustin serving 80 families, and a Families Together Tustin holiday program where up to 400 Tustin families will be served turkey and condiments. This year, the city partnered with the Tustin Chamber, Families Together, and the Tustin Community Foundation to facilitate a series of mobile clinics to vaccinate small business employees in Tustin. The mobile clinic traveled to 6 key business centers in Tustin to administer over 2,000 vaccinations. 2021 saw the return to in-person community events in Tustin, beginning with our annual egg hunt in April. Other events included our Memorial Day Remembrance, Tiller Days, and the Art Walk. Our Parks and Recreation Department also held our annual 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular at Tustin High, concerts in the park at Pepper Tree Park, and the street fair and chili cook-off in Old Town. All of our events were held within county and state guidelines.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Barry W. Cooper. If parks and lemonade don't go together like peas and carrots, I don't know what does. We are here at the newest and definitely my favorite of Tustin's 19 parks, Veteran Sports Park. This is by far the perfect place to get together with neighbors, friends, family, and just enjoy all of these new softball fields, pickleball courts. It's an amazing place to be. I have a lot of memories here. I actually came to Tustin on this Marine base. I served on these grounds right here. And so any chance I get to hang out is a blessing. Today I wanted to set up the lemonade stand and get to meet some of our new neighbors and some of the Tustin folks that I haven't seen in a while. This year, we saw the continuation of construction for new housing development, the approval of an assisted living facility, and a move to help protect our city's strong history. In September, the city retained the brokerage firm CBRE to exclusively market, release, and manage a multifamily mixed-use development site offering for 19 acres in Neighborhood D South at Tustin Legacy. The city's competitive offerings included up to 1,208 units, where 25% will be for lower-income households. Neighborhood D South is bounded by Compass Avenue, Warner Avenue, Tustin Ranch Road, and Legacy Road. Developers are encouraged to be creative with the property, incorporating multifamily, open space, paseos, amenities, and limited retail. The infrastructure construction of Neighborhood D South in the area consists of clearing and grubbing, grading, construction of storm drain, water, reclaimed water, sanitary, sewer, dry utility work, roadway improvements, and traffic signal installation. Grading work is currently in progress for a new residential community by Brookfield Residential called The Landing at Tustin Legacy. The community will include 400 residential units, including open space, park areas, and community amenities. The neighborhood will be comprised of 117 detached homes, 129 triplex townhomes, and 154 stacked flats and townhomes. Infrastructure work for The Landing at Tustin Legacy is continuing. This work includes the addition of a new median and signalized intersection to the district parking lot on Tustin Ranch Road between Barranca Parkway and Legacy Road, Park Avenue. Model homes are expected to open in the first quarter of 2022. In March 2021, the Tustin City Council approved a new 7-unit multifamily residential facility to house families with children who are experiencing homelessness or at risk of experiencing homelessness. The project includes a 2-story, 8,098 square foot building with a resource room, office, common areas, and amenities. The House of Ruth will be constructed by Homemade of Orange County and administered by Family Promise of Orange County. Plans are currently under review by city staff. In 2021, the City of Tustin, acting in its federally designated role as the local reuse authority for former Marine Corps Air Station Tustin, now called Tustin Legacy, is commencing on a reuse plan process on the area surrounding the North Hangar. Known as Reuse Parcel 18, the area is owned by the Department of the Navy. The city, acting as the local reuse authority in partnership with the Navy, will evaluate a number of different use alternatives for the site that may include public parks as well as other land uses that will be presented publicly in the future. An initial phase of site cleanup, maintenance, and securing of the area will begin soon.
Hi, I'm Mayor Pro Tem Austin Lombard. Our men and women in blue work tirelessly to keep our families and communities safe. When the pandemic hit, it added another layer of concern for the health and well-being of both our officers and the public they interact with. As a show of appreciation to Chief Greenberg and all the officers that continue to keep Tustin one of the safest cities, I'm here at the Tustin Police Department with the lemonade stand to say thank you and to give them a glass of fresh squeezed, refreshing lemonade. This past year, the Tustin Police Department found a way to safely continue a beloved annual tradition, restart numerous programs, and created new programs for our community. Last year, the Tustin Police Department's open house was canceled due to the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. This year saw the much anticipated return of the Tustin Police Department open house, albeit with a little twist. Chief Greenberg and the fine men and women of TPD pivoted to a virtual event where attendees experienced a live Q&A with our motor, SWAT, and K-9 units, a virtual sit-along with dispatch, and a day in the life of an officer featuring Officer Newton. The event also featured virtual booths, including booths hosted by our Crime Scene Investigations Unit, Gang Reduction and Directed Enforcement Unit, Explorers, and Chiefs Advisory Board. The Tustin PD Community Relations Unit is a vital component in the success of the Tustin Police Department and is responsible for the oversight of the many community events in which the department participates in, such as the Santa Sleigh and Santa Cop programs, and the Neighborhood Improvement Task Force, which works with other city and community organizations to address quality of life issues throughout Tustin. This past October, the Community Relations team held an inaugural helmet pop-up event at Veterans Sports Park. The event was sponsored by the Garbear Foundation for Helmets, which was founded by Carmen Lofgren after she lost her son to a tragic accident while he was riding his bicycle. Lofgren donated over 200 helmets to TPD to give away to our children so that they can stay safe while on wheels. At the event, many helmets were provided to children under 18, and a number of bicycle registrations were also completed. Catalytic converter thefts have been on the rise. In an effort to deter theft and to track stolen catalytic converters, TPD has teamed up with several local auto repair, body shops, and oil change locations to bring the Etch and Catch program to Tustin. These partners have agreed to etch residents' car VIN numbers and also paint TPD on the resident's catalytic converter for free. The goal is to deter a potential thief who might be planning to steal a vehicle's catalytic converter. Should someone's catalytic converter get stolen, law enforcement or scrap yards will be able to recognize it as a stolen one based on the markings. We would like to thank all our Etch and Catch partners. Without their help, this program would not be possible. As a community, we need to work together to prevent crime, and these businesses have gone above and beyond in their efforts. The next time you are at a local auto repair, body shop, or oil change location, check for the Tustin Police Department Etch and Catch sticker to see if they are a participant in this program. October 6, 2021 was deemed Walk to School Day in Tustin. On this special day, TPD escorted about half of Benjamin Bestwick Elementary's 400 students to class. The purpose of Walk to School Day is to teach our students about safe commuting practices, such as obeying traffic signs, signals, and crossing guards. The students also learn about the importance of helmets and being aware of their surroundings. The event also helps build positive relationships between our officers and students in a setting where they are promoting safety and having fun. About 30 officers, volunteers, and personnel from Tustin Police Department were on hand for this very special day at Bestwick Elementary.
As 2021 and my term as Tustin's mayor soon comes to an end, I wanted to close the video surrounded by some of the people that I love. The council and I had a blast taking the lemonade stand out to catch up with some old friends and meet some new ones. And I want to encourage all of you to get out there and safely get to know your neighbors. And guess what? You don't need a lemonade stand to do it. There are opportunities all around our great city. So come out to events like Tustin Tiller Days, concerts in the park, volunteer at our amazing senior center or your child's school, or just walk around the city and see some of our parks and shopping centers. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise a glass of your lemonade. I'd like to thank each of you for attending the 2021 State of the City Address. Here's to good health, happiness, and the continued success of the City of Tustin. Cheers.